Hello Scorpio and welcome to reading. Let's see if I can move this candle. Let's pull an oracle card for you first to give you some advice for Scorpio. Some advice for Scorpio. Okay. So as you know, I don't know how to pronounce these names. NGC. Anyway, GEC. So this card is saying humor, hope, long-sightedness, vision, the future, the bigger picture, the joy of being part of creation. You're being short-sighted in the situation at hand. You may be taking actions that guarantee short-term success or relief, but long-term failure or suffering. You may be alarmed by something in the present and as a result grab for an immediate solution without thinking deeply about the context, the roots of the problem itself and/or the possible unintended consequences that might ensue. You may be seeing the smaller picture but not the bigger picture. You may be making decisions by focusing on information that is immediately related to your judgment and ignoring less prominent but crucial pieces of information. In the situation at hand, recognize the short-sighted thinking you are caught in. Because people tend to react instead of think, their actions are often based on insufficient information. For this reason, it is important to understand that any happening in the world is by nature complex. Any action you take sets off a limitless chain of complex reactions. The people involved in these happenings are equally complex. So, NGC asks you to stop where you are, zoom out to see the big picture, and refocus your mental aperture from short-sightedness to long-sightedness. In doing this, seek to become aware of this complexity. Look deeply at the roots of the situation at hand and the people involved. You may need to take in much more information before knowing what action is the right one for you to take. And remember, if your focus is always on what seems urgent, there may be no time to look at the big picture and you may be losing sight of the long-term goal. Ask yourself, how am I being short-sighted right now? And GC warns you to never lose touch with cause and effect, especially as it applies to long-term consequences. Don't lose sight of the future or the bigger picture. You must center your life on your timeless, unchanging principles and values if you want to create a fulfilling life. Oh, alright. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the one in the bottom too. Completion, closure, polarity, negative and positive, unwanted and wanted. Contrast, finality, ritual, symbolic enactment, readiness. Make your decisions in this situation or in your life based on what you do want instead of what you don't want. As a person, you're experiencing and sorting through the contrast of positive and negative, wanted and unwanted all day long. If space and time and therefore movement is added to the equation, you will naturally go toward those things that you want and away from those things that you don't want. But a little known fact is that experiencing the unwanted is meant to crystallize what you do want to think and say and have and do and create in your life. In this way, the negative or unwanted is meant to serve as a necessary part of your personal expansion. Are you allowing it to do this? If quarrel has appeared to you, you may be letting what you don't want control your life. Pushing against what is unwanted and trying to avoid the unwanted is a very different thing than going in the direction of what you do want. Look at your life and relationships and ask yourself this question. Am I doing the things I am doing to avoid a consequence, or am I doing them because I want to? You may argue that these things are two sides of the same coin, but really they are two different directions on a compass. For example, are you saving money in your account because you want to feel financially free? Or because you want to avoid being poor? Are you staying in a relationship because you want to be with that person, or are you staying with them because of how scary a breakup might be? Remember that you may do something at one time because you really want to, and you may do that same thing at another time because you want to avoid a consequence. The reason that it is so important to make your decision in this situation based on what you do want is that you will think different thoughts, make different decisions, and take different actions if you're doing things just to avoid unwanted. In this situation or in your life in general, become clear about what you don't want. What is the consequence you're trying to avoid or fight? Knowing that, what does that indicate that you powerfully want instead? If you pivoted toward those things, what could you think and say and decide and do that would bring you in the direction of what you want instead? Very interesting, Scorpio. I'm gonna keep these 2 cards. Oh, Baphomet was behind that one. I love Baphomet, it's so pretty. Take a good peek at these 2 cards, just because they're beautiful. And let's head into tarot. I hope you did get some advice from the oracle. I'll have them in mind. It seems that you may be having a decision to make, Scorpio. All right. Universe, please help me guide Scorpio, please. What is the message for Scorpio right now? 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords, the Magician. All right, 10 of Swords in the bottom of this deck. So there is a move here that you are trying to make or wanting to make, but it's... Eight of Swords. It's like you are... This brings me to the not wanting the consequences of something. It's kind of like you don't know what the consequence will be almost once you take this further step. It's like you know that you will lose something with the 10 of Swords. But you know that ultimately this will make you happy. And it's something where you can express yourself freely. Something where you know that you will... truly evolve in, get better at, or something that you're already skilled in. It's like you have this passion or want in your life that you want to go after, but it requires some sort of sacrifice. My memory is so freaking terrible. Here we go. Yeah, think about the bigger picture and don't make decisions based on what you don't want. Okay. The Star card. Yeah, so here's... Okay. Tower. There is a goal, there is a wish, there is a manifestation here for something to happen in your life, something that you are working towards. Perhaps you are working with someone with the 3 of Pentacles here. You're definitely trying to perfect something is what I'm getting. You may be experiencing some financial struggles right now, Scorpio. You're hoping for things to move forward, or you're hoping for better financial gain, but it's like it's not happening. Oh, because we have the 8 of Cups in the bottom, so it's kind of like you're needing to leave something behind. Here's the decision. Something... It's like you don't know which way to go from here because you're not sure of the consequences. You may be scared. Oh, it could actually be that you're scared of quitting your day job right now because you know that you will not have that much money if you do. Because I get this like follow your dream type of energy here. But there's a lot of practical things in your mind right now that is like kind of fading that dream a little bit, and you're like, what if I don't make any money? Knight of Pentacles, moving slowly towards a goal, safely and securely here. Queen of Swords and 4 of Pentacles again. Yeah. and 8 of Cups. With the Empress in the bottom. It feels like you... Something about running away to gain that mental clarity. Maybe you are traveling to see some family, someone to take care of you. We have the Empress in the bottom, so I feel like you're looking for someone to comfort you at this minute. Could be a family member, like you're going back home or traveling somewhere to see someone that can help you clear things up, because you're like, I have no idea what to do, because it's like you are given an opportunity here, Scorpio, that you don't want to miss out on. But I don't know if you're doubting yourself. Is that the case? Mostly I'm getting that you're scared that you won't be like in a safe financial situation, that you feel like oh, we have the Hermit. So a lot of reflection has gone into this. That's way too many cards. Tower. Are you also scared of, oh my god, hurting someone, Scorpio? Ooh. Of course, there's always a card that needs to fly. So, 10 of Pentacles, right? Again, Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles. So I get that this is like it's like you're going from huge financial gain to not so much. I don't know if it's... Oh, this candle is gonna ruin my card soon because it's dripping. That's really beautiful, but very messy. I want to get more information on this situation. What is Scorpio's fear? Oh, are you fearing happiness, Scorpio? That's very Scorpio. Sorry. It's almost like you're scared of being able to handle something. I feel like it's something where you could get a lot of recognition, a lot of attention. This seems to be like you finding your true path and being super good at something and showing off a skill, and you're getting recognition for it. We have strength, so I'm guessing this could come with a lot of responsibilities or something. I'm getting like 10 of Wands energy, well, 8 of Wands. Like that you will have a lot to do. A lot of weight on your shoulders, a lot of, like, as much as this is making you happy and making you successful, it's also bringing the spotlight on you and people putting pressure on you to be able to handle certain things. And that might be the fear. Will I have time for love? Is what I'm getting with the Lovers as well. Because 8 of Wands, like, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of swift moves and communication. And here we do have the Moon, which is related to fear and also, well, uncertainty. Things we don't really know. It's kind of like you're wondering if you're equipped for this. If you're wondering if you're equipped for this, then yeah. Yeah, you are, Scorpio. You feel lesser than... Oh, here we have the 10 of Wands. With the Page of Pentacles. You are shrinking yourself a little bit. I feel like your fears are, but what if I don't make it? Your fear is you will not be successful. Your fear is maybe that you won't get recognition, but also if you do, will I be able to handle the pressure of having all that recognition and responsibility on my shoulders? But here is where we get the input from these cards, right? Like if you zoom out of this, the small picture is the fear, like the small picture is where you are right now, like the fear and the I don't know where this is going. But if you zoom out of your life, then you can see for yourself that like, yeah, you could piece this together, right? And your decision should not be made from I don't want to fail, so I'm not going to try, you know? If you want something, like if there is a job opportunity that you're getting and you're sitting there like, oh, I like this is what I want, sure, but I am scared of, like, am I ready for this? Kind of like, do I have everything together just yet? Something is telling me to tell you that we're always learning, Scorpio. We are never I don't know what that was, maybe it's an accent. We are never like fully, we're not never done, we never stop learning. So even if you feel like, oh, I don't have everything, like you probably have enough to move forward with this. If you just embrace that you're a pupil, like you are still learning, you're still because it's okay to be in the page energy as well. I just don't think you are in the page energy. I feel like you are like quite skilled, but you're not recognizing it yourself. But even if you were, people see, usually if you find a mentor in the thing that you are exploring, then they will see that, oh, this person is putting effort in, or they really want this and they have a plan, or they seem very passionate. Like that usually makes people want to help you. We'll see if we get the Six of Pentacles as well. But I do get that you're scared that you're not enough, and it's a lot. You feel like you have a lot to prepare. I get like you need to learn this and that and evolve this and that skill maybe, but and then also this responsibility part, like you're scared of the spotlight on you. But in the long term, like this is, if you think of this journey as like a timeline, then you are in the beginning. Let's see if I do this. Well, whatever, you're in the beginning right here, and this is where you, like, this is the portion where you learn from other people, and you may feel insecure, but you're learning and you're growing and you're growing and you're growing, right? And eventually you will be in this portion of the timeline where you are as skilled as you want to be, and then you will still continue to learn like forever, right? So don't make decisions based on just this portion of whatever it is you are venturing in. And this also goes for, I mean, anything in life, really. Like this beginning stage is usually the hard part in everything. So try to look inwards. And did I say the Six of Pentacles? Yeah, I did. So someone will help you, Scorpio, with the Six of Pentacles. I completely forgot what I was saying there right before I got that card. I'm sorry. But someone here has patience with you, and they see you trying, and this is also like you don't have to stress this journey. It's supposed to be fun. You will be recognized for it. I just heard noise. So maybe that's confirmation from spirit, or I'm just scared. Anyway, Six of Pentacles. Someone will help you, Scorpio. See, you could be the page. You're not as unskilled as you are, but you do still have learning to do, and that is okay. Someone is here to give you advice and help you out. Someone is also here someone could be wanting to help you financially as well in this situation, if there's a lot of materials that need to go in this, or courses, or travels. I don't know what it could be, but someone here is like, I will guide you, I will help you, I will give you my tools, I will give you my time and energy, because they see potential in you, like they see the potential in you, Scorpio. I remember seeing the Ten of Swords in the beginning. I don't know what that was. It's kind of like it's now or never type of energy. Like you feel like I have to do it now. And if I don't, maybe this opportunity will go away. And I think that could be why we saw the Ten of Swords. It's kind of like, if I don't do anything, then this dream will just die out. But I'm scared with the Eight of Swords that we saw. Here we have the Fool card. Love to see it. Knight of Wands, Four of Cups, and then the Ten of Pentacles. In this journey, Scorpio, I don't want you to be afraid of rejection. There may come rejection in this, because I don't know if this is like a very niche thing that you're doing. Like if you, let's say you're creating art, so you may be going from studio to studio asking for a spot, like, hey, can I show off my paintings here, or can I get an apprenticeship here, or whatever it could be. Kind of just gear up for the fact that you may be rejected a couple of times before finding the right place, unless you already found someone. But if you haven't found anyone and you need to, then there will be a person. You're just gonna have to search for them, okay? You're gonna have to go out into the unknown and search for them yourself. And with the Knight of Wands, it's kind of an encouragement to be a little bit fearless, or you know, at least fake it till you make it. Like you're on a mission. Like step into that role if you need to. That you are just out there pursuing your dreams, and if people say no, or they reject a spot, reject taking you in or mentoring you, then I don't want you to be discouraged, Scorpio. It's just what is it they say? Rejection is just redirection. So it's also for your best. Like I feel like if it's meant for you, it will not pass you by, okay? But you're kind of in that I guess business, or in that environment where you will have to look for someone to take you in, and people, most likely someone is going to say no before someone else says yes. But we do have the Ten of Pentacles, so it's kind of like, Scorpio, the universe is promising you success and financial gain, financial security most of all. But with the Ten of Pentacles as well, I feel like this is your career, and you will find your way in it, and you will be successful. It's just these steps are hard. They are the hardest steps to take, but keep zooming out when you get afraid. Like keep zooming out and like imagine yourself finally have gone through with these steps. Like you are kind of being asked to walk through the fire right now, and it's tough, but you don't want to reject your dreams, because there are some things along the way that you want to avoid, okay? We were talking about this in the last reading too. There was another card of having a similar message of, there's nothing that you have to do. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to go to work. You don't have to eat. You don't have to get dressed in the morning. But you do it because there is a part of you that does want to, right? The card didn't say it, but I kind of interpreted it like that. It's sort of about changing your mindset, which is easier said than done, of course, Scorpio, I know. But let's say you don't want to go to work, okay? You don't want to go to work because you hate your job. And perhaps you are looking for other jobs, but you still have to go to work because you need to make money to live. Then you don't have to. You have free will to stay at home, but somewhere in your head you're playing it out like, if I go to work, then the consequence that I want will come out of me going to work. So therefore a part of me wants to go to work because I want to have that consequence. So you may have to tell yourself like, okay, I want to be rejected a couple of times because that means that I've done that step, and eventually someone will say yes. Does that make sense? I feel like it was a bit rambly. I try to explain best way I can. But that is the message that I am getting right now. Let's do some... I mean, I guess you already have advice, but I want to give you something more before leaving to truly encourage you on your journey. So what is let's see what possible outcome for you in this situation. If let's see, how do I phrase this? Because it's kind of like you're having a choice. Possible outcome for Scorpio if they say yes to this opportunity. Ooh, 6 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, King of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. So you will, if you say yes, this is you will kind of experience finding your home again. There may be some financial, like in the beginning there will be like some penny pinching. There will be money, but it won't be like a big sum of money just like that. But you will find peace with this situation. You will make enough money. You will feel fulfilled here, and you will step into your most powerful self with the King of Wands. You will find confidence. You will find leader skills. You will find it's like you will find a way to truly express yourself, Scorpio. We have the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups here. And that's really telling. Like, this is something that will, that is very passionate for you, or something that you're passionate about, something that will fulfill you and just give your life meaning. And like I said, you will truly find confidence doing this thing. What else? Queen of Swords, and then do you see the candle? It's truly putting on a show for me right now with all the... Okay, that's a lot of cards. Oh well. Anyway, sorry, easily distracted. Queen of Swords, the Hangman. So there is some sort of perception change. I always accidentally say perception instead of perspective change, but there is a perception change as well. There is... I don't know what this 3 of Swords on the bottom is, but maybe you feel like you're letting someone down, Scorpio. Maybe you feel guilty about this. Maybe you feel guilty about succeeding or being successful because you feel like you don't know if you deserve it, that type of energy. Because, oh, wait, what is this? Oh, 10 of Pentacles. That's great. Let me show you the cards real quick. So we do have Queen of Cups, again 6 of Wands, the Moon, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So a lot of reoccurring cards here. It's like you want to be very humble with your success. You're scared that you won't be. It's like there is a fear of showing off or not wanting people to think that you are showing off or being pretentious about things. Like you want to be very humble and down to earth about this. And I'm almost getting that you will have to tell people about your perspective here or your point of view. But Scorpio, I don't want you to feel like you don't deserve this good ending, this happiness, this because I keep seeing the 10 of Pentacles. So like eventually you will make a lot of money from this. It's just in the first period of time you may be struggling a little bit. You will make money enough, but focus more on what it does with your heart, with your feelings, with your emotions, what it does with your life quality and your spirit and your spiritual health. And yeah, you will eventually gain the confidence here and perfect your skills. You will be recognized and experience. Like this is your path. It's, I want to say destined. I don't know if you believe in that, but this looks destined. It's like you found the right path. I have this theory that everyone has this path to success, but it all depends on how much work you want to put in. Like you could live a happy life without the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. But if you truly put in the work, then you will find this. And it's like you found that road, but it's not the easy one, because then it wouldn't lead to 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, right? So there is some heartbreak here, I feel like, along the way. There is pain, there is sorrow, there is, maybe you are leaving people behind with the 6 of Swords as well, like you will miss people. But I'm getting they're just a phone call away, like you won't lose these people. I think most of them will be proud of you, Scorpio. It's kind of like this shame to be independent or shame to be successful. You don't have to be ashamed. Like you are a skilled person and you deserve the recognition for it as well. Okay, last cards for Scorpio. Queen of Swords. Okay, there's definitely, and the 4 of Pentacles. It could be a this is where I'm getting the avoiding something, avoiding talking to someone, avoiding a conversation with someone. It's like you want to speak up about something, but you're not. Something you're not sharing that's on your mind, that's weighing heavily. King and Queen of Swords, Scorpio. What? All right, that is some interesting energy as well with the 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Cups here. I need one more card. Okay, I got many more cards. Queen of Pentacles. I feel like there is some sort of responsibility here that you are taking on that may not be yours, Scorpio. And I don't know how this is in relation at all to any of like the rest of the reading, but it's kind of like there is something you need to let go of, something that you need to stop doing, because it's not your job, it's not your problem, and once you let it go, you will feel much happier and more focused on what you're doing. And this could be a conversation that you're avoiding. Like you may know this already, and you know that there's someone you need to speak to about this, and you're avoiding it because you feel I just think you don't want to let someone down. I think someone is maybe looking up to you, or King and Queen of Swords. There's this energy of having to be straightforward for your own happiness, Scorpio, and not avoiding it. Like I get with the Eight of Pentacles, it's kind of like you're doing other things to, like, you're keeping yourself busy to avoid this situation. It's kind of like, yeah, like I don't want to do this right now, so I'm just gonna do other things. But you do realize that this is weighing on you. This is too much, Scorpio, and once you let all of these wands go, like, oh, I don't have to carry these around anymore, then the sun will shine. So if that has anything to do with the rest of the reading, which I guess it does, then yeah, that is maybe step one in this. Here's the Emperor too, so it's kind of like you are being asked to take control here. I see that as well with the King and Queen of Swords. It's kind of like a very cutthroat energy, right? It's nothing personal. It's just that you need to take care of your own garden, so you're like pulling out the weeds, and unfortunately if other people are the weeds or putting weeds in your garden, then they will have to stop. And I think you've been letting it slide a couple of times, but now you see that your previously beautiful garden is just filled with weeds because of something or someone. You may want to speak to that person about that and be like, hey, I am focusing on this right now, so I cannot put time and energy into you. Maybe that's also with the Eight of Pentacles, like you cannot put energy into things, into other people's problems, because here you are, the Emperor, with this big shot opportunity deal thing. Like, look at this. It's looking super like you're just going for it with the Emperor and the Ace of Wands. You're about to really step into your power, and you're having this great opportunity in front of you, and that means making some pretty big decisions here. But there's something about being sentimental here. We have the Six of Cups, so it's someone you care about. I feel like you don't want to be mean, you don't want to be rude, but it's kind of like you have to set firm boundaries at this point to secure your own happiness, Scorpio. And if they're not happy for you, then you can't save people around you, you can only support them. And if they keep giving you all the wands, then of course you cannot focus on your own stuff. Here we have the Tower, so you may have to really put your foot down, and it may result in a period of silence with this person. But here are the Six of Pentacles again with the Four of Swords, and then King of Pentacles in the bottom of this deck. So hold on, there could actually be someone here that could help you, that you're not speaking to right now. Someone that is fully knowledgeable in this thing that you are doing or wanting to be doing. Someone that could give you this opportunity. Someone who, maybe someone else here is the Emperor. Someone, like, this Emperor has this opportunity. He's like waiting for the right person to give it out. And this could be someone that you know, someone that you're not speaking to right now, but someone here is willing to help you. I don't know if that is the situation you're avoiding. There is a conversation you're avoiding, it seems, or a situation you're avoiding taking charge of because it's scary and you don't want to cause conflict. I think you also don't want to be rejected. Yeah, it could be different for all of you, so take what resonates and then leave the rest, Scorpio, as always. But I'm gonna leave it there. I hope it gave you some information. I hope it gave you some guidance. And yeah, I'll see you next time, Scorpio.